How do I address you?
You can call me Love.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seen me show up.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
What is your name?
Diddy's my nickname. Sean Love Combs. That's what it says on my driver's license. That's my official name.
How do you describe yourself?
I'm vivacious, eccentric, and I'm a Scorpio.
What's your biggest strength?
My belief in God.
What's your biggest weakness?
Fried chicken.
Sean Diddy Combs, a musical mogul and prominent hip-hop producer from the U.S., rose to prominence in the 1990s. He gained fame by managing and producing for Notorious B.I.G. He's a 3-time Grammy Award recipient with an extensive list of collaborations with prominent figures. Combs has not only showed his musical talents, but also ventured in the fashion industry with his own brand, Sean John, and introduced a television network. However, hidden beneath the flashy facade, a storm was forming.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I wanna do, whenever, however the fuck I wanna do it. You know why? Because I'm the freest nigga in the world. End of discussion.
Unexpectedly, Diddy was hit with severe legal accusations after his former partner, Cassie Ventura, brought a legal case against him in November 2023. Cassie's legal claim outlined accusations of physical assault, sexual exploitation, and substance abuse throughout their relationship. Diddy settled the lawsuit quickly despite denying the allegations. However, that was only scratching the surface. The controversy led to a surge of additional individuals coming forward, including both males and females, sharing their own accounts of misbehavior, and ultimately pushing Diddy into a legal crisis. What started as a power move to control his public image quickly turned into a whole avalanche of controversy. Let's delve into just how deep the rabbit hole goes. A complete timeline of the drama, explosions, both literal and legal.
The filing then says shortly after Diddy's threat, Kid Cudi's car actually blew up, and Kid Cudi confirmed it.
Kid Cudi confirmed it?
That the car blew up.
That really happens in real life? People be blowing up cars?
Kid Cudi didn't say Diddy did it. He just said it blew up.
Yeah, he said the car blew up in his driveway.
The 2010s started by one of the most bizarre accusations. In approximately 2011, Kid Cudi's vehicle was firebombed, and many years later, in 2023, Cassie Ventura alleged in a legal case that Diddy had deliberately blown up the car by cutting open the convertible and tossing a Molotov cocktail inside. Authorities concluded that the fire was deliberate, and witnesses reported Combs bragging about it. In a separate lawsuit, Ventura claimed Combs was angry after she briefly dated Kid Cudi in 2011. She alleged that in the early 2012s, Combs said he would blow up Cudi's car, and Cudi's car did explode around that time, an act of revenge during their shaky relationship. This is not your average breakup.
The text from Diddy at the time read, quote, "Call me, the cops are here. I got 6 kids. Yo, please call, I'm surrounded. You gonna abandon me all alone?"
The accusations also turned increasingly violent, with Ventura on November 17th alleging that she had endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands, including repeated beatings and forcing her to engage in sex acts with male sex workers. According to the complaint, after she attempted to separate herself from him in 2018, Combs allegedly forced her into her home and raped her, while repeatedly she said no and tried to push him away. Cassie claimed that she suffered episodes of horrific abuse during their relationship, including times when he would allegedly fly into an uncontrollable rage and beat Miss Ventura savagely. However, Ventura's $30 million suit was settled the day after it was filed for an undisclosed amount, with Ventura telling that she chose to resolve this matter amicably, while Combs' attorneys say that the settlement was in no way an admission of wrongdoing and didn't change his denial of the allegations. However, little did he know that more allegations would follow. New claims emerge. After Ventura's settling of the lawsuit, more started to come forward when on October 23, 2023, a day before the New York State Adult Survivors Act expired, Combs was hit with a pair of sexual assault lawsuits. A lawsuit surfaced accusing Diddy and singer Aaron Hall of raping an anonymous woman and her friend after an MCA Records event in New York. The other was filed by a woman named Joy Dickerson Neal, who came forward with claims that Diddy had drugged, sexually assaulted, and secretly recorded her while she was just a college student, and allegedly distributed it to others around the music industry.
Quote, Combs had intentionally drugged Miss Dickerson, resulting in her being in a physical state where she could not independently stand or walk. Driving first to a music studio where she could not get out of the car, Combs proceeded to a place he was staying to sexually assault her. As was his practice, but unbeknownst to Miss Dickerson, Combs video recorded the sexual assault. Days later, a male friend revealed to her that he had viewed the, quote, sex tape along with other men. Horrified, Miss Dickerson asked how many others saw it, to which he responded, quote, everyone.
Combs released a statement on social media, denying all of the allegations levied against him. A fourth lawsuit showed up at the mogul's doorstep in December, in which a Jane Doe person alleged that she was sex trafficked and gang raped by Combs, former Bad Boy Records president Harvey Pierre, and another individual in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. Sued by a music producer.
It's very scary for myself, and it has me worried about my kids, and just sleeping with anxiety and different things like that. So just moving forward.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
The legal floodgates had opened with Rodney Lil Rod Jones suing him over sex trafficking parties involving underage women, alleging that high-profile executives and celebrities benefited from these lurid events. He accused the musician of groping and touching his butt and trying to groom him into engaging in sexual acts with Combs and other individuals on his team. Lil Rod also claimed that Diddy forced him to solicit sex workers, some of whom were allegedly underage, and have them perform sex acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs, according to the complaint. Jones Jr. claimed that he woke up in bed, naked, dizzy, and confused one night in February of 2023 at the mogul's Miami home with the Bad Boy entertainer and two sex workers. Rod believes he was drugged. The lawsuit also brought up an alleged incident at Chalice Recording Studio in Hollywood from September 2022 that resulted in a man being shot following a heated conversation between Diddy and his son Justin and another man. A darker pattern.
The suit says the designer began to direct plaintiff's appearance as he sought to ensure that Combs found her attractive. For instance, the designer instructed plaintiff to go to Elizabeth Arden to get a root touch-up to ensure it was platinum blonde.
The allegations didn't stop there. On the 21st of May 2024, model Crystal McKinney.
Hi, I'm Crystal McKinney from Savannah, Georgia. I won MTV and IMG's model mission for 1998.
Claimed that she was drugged and sexually assaulted as he had forced her to perform oral sex on him in the bathroom of a New York City recording studio in 2003. Behind the flashy lifestyle, troubling accusations began to follow him. McKinney also claimed that she was given alcohol and marijuana that she later came to believe was laced with a narcotic or other intoxicating substance.
The suit says McKinney found Combs and several other men seated together, and they were drinking Hennessy and passing around joints. One of Combs' associates asked her, quote, "Do you smoke weed?" And she said yes. McKinney said that Combs told her, "You've never had weed like this before," and passed the joint to her.
After the alleged assault was over, she says she awakened in shock to find herself in a taxi leaving the scene.
And so I've given a lot of thought, and I'm gonna let you out your contract too. As far as for you, Dawn, I still want to make music with you. I still want you to be signed to the label. And, if I decide to put that together, Danity Kane, then, you'll be the only member that'll still be there.
Combs was also sued by Dawn Richard, a member of his former band Danity Kane. In her suit, Richard says that Combs withheld her earnings and subjected her to years of inhumane working conditions, which included groping, assault, and false imprisonment, among other violations. Cassie Ventura breaks silence once and for all. On May 23, 2023, nearly a week after the hotel video surfaced, Cassie spoke out on the footage. On May 17, 2016, surveillance footage showed Combs appearing to physically assault then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura during a hotel stay. Cassie claimed she was 19 years old when she encountered Combs, who was 37, in the year 2005. She was brought on board by Bad Boy Records and drawn into an ostentatious, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle, and into a romantic relationship with him, her boss, one of the most powerful men in the entertainment industry.
The truth is, however, is that Cassie, Miss Cassandra Ventura, was held down by Mr. Combs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. For Ms. Ventura, the dark times were those she spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. Among other violent and unlawful acts, Mr. Combs raped Ms. Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Ms. Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. Blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Ms. Ventura, forced Ms. Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters, ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rivalry industry executive whom he learned was nearby, demanded Ms. Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and introduced Ms. Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions.
She also claimed that Combs raped her and also physically assaulted her by punching, beating, kicking, and stomping on her, and that he coerced her into sex trafficking and insisted she carry his firearm in her handbag. The gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs, said Ventura's attorney. 2 days after the hotel video surfaced, and after months of maintaining his innocence in the face of numerous assault allegations against him, Combs posted a 70-second self-filmed apology on Instagram.
Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
What are freak-offs, Diddy's parties? Cassie claimed in her legal complaint that shortly after they started dating, Combs mentioned his desire to pursue a fantasy called voyeurism, where he would be aroused by watching her with another dick. After a multi-day interaction, she claimed that Combs paid a man to have Cassie engage in sexual activities while he observed and masturbated. The legal case claims that Combs called the agreement a freak-off, or FO. She states that he would frequently express his desire to participate in one at unexpected times, and she was supposed to arrange the venue and recruit the sex workers. The lawsuit states he treated the forced encounter as a personal art project, adjusting the candles he used for lighting to frame the videos he took.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put him out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know. Right. Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know.
One thing he said about Diddy was that Diddy wants to party, but you gotta tell him no.
Oh yeah, well you do gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. You gotta tell Diddy no. Everybody knows you gotta tell him no, because if you don't tell him no, he's gonna put you in a situation where you gonna have to say yes or no again. So just say no. Just say no. Just say no.
Apart from Cassie, these freak-off/Diddy parties were regularly held with other celebrities in attendance. Some think that these parties were dark.
I will say is at one particular party, lots of big names, there was an artist there who said, hey, Lecrae, around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. You just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning. Now, my pride kicked in, like, yo, you don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can handle myself. Like, I'm not some little church boy who ain't never seen nothing. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? Well, it's probably 12:30. I'm downstairs. I go downstairs to the studio. I come up out the studio. The music changed. It was like really hard and heavy at first. And then, you know, like, and on my way upstairs, there's like this couch. And on the couch, I saw a couple of guys really going at it hard and heavy, man. And I was like, oh, as I started moving upstairs, I passed them up and I noticed that it wasn't just those 2 guys, it was more and more people just going at it. But at this particular party, Brandon T came up to me and he said, yo man, like Satan will steal your soul in this industry, bro. And he was really like, he's like, I love your soul and your spirit and I want you to thrive, Craig. I don't want you to get devoured out here. And I just appreciated that, because for him, he was like, he had seen some detriments and some of the dark side of things. And he was like, yo, I want you to be taken care of.
While others believe Diddy is the only one who knows how to throw a party.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
These gatherings took place regularly, sometimes spanning multiple days and often involving several commercial sex workers at once.
Have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through, like, what goes on, like, when you were there?
Money and sex.
Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No!
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak-offs now,
yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah, everybody know that. I've been saying it.
So why does Puffy, why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup? Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and fucking took his love.
During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers, the documents alleged. The 48-hour hangout. In light of the shocking sexual assault allegations against Diddy, one can't help but wonder if similar allegations extend to those closest to him, including a young Justin Bieber. Could Bieber, who idolized Diddy, have been another casualty of exploitation hidden behind the glitz and glamour of fame? From their secretive 48-hour hangouts to Diddy's influential presence in Bieber's career, the line between mentorship and manipulation begins to blur, forcing us to reconsider what truly went on behind closed doors.
Me plus you, I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. One time when I met you, come on. Wow.
I ain't mean to stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you Island Def Jam recording artist Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's gonna be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right. So look out. We're coming.
It all started when at just 15 years old, Bieber idolized Diddy, and their initial connection was fostered through Usher, Bieber's mentor, who had once been under Diddy's guidance himself. One of the most talked about moments between Bieber and Diddy was their 48-hour adventure in November 2009.
Not yet?
No.
16.
No,
16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, Justin's having 48 hours with Diddy, the rapper joked. Diddy talked about how he had custody of Bieber during those 2 days. Diddy made a remark in the video about asking Bieber what he wanted to do during their time together, to which the 15-year-old excitedly responded, "Let's just go get some girls." Diddy's response, "A man after my heart."
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full, buck full crazy.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
In April of 2021, a video surfaced online that added further speculation about their relationship. In the clip, Diddy appeared to be patting Bieber down, seemingly checking to see if he was wearing a wire. Though the moment ended in a hug, the pat-down raised eyebrows. It appears Justin later distanced himself from Diddy, intentionally or not, that is unknown.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they loved me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
The fate of Diddy. Combs has been denied bail twice. His legal team offered up $50 million, the equity on his mother's Florida home, and the passports of his daughters, as his own passport was taken in April as security, but it was not accepted.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Williams said that there was a possibility of more charges and charges against more people. Prosecutors have interviewed more than 50 victims and witnesses, and they've appealed for any others to come forward. The indictment also refers to the Combs enterprise, which includes his Bad Boy Entertainment record label and a litany of employees, such as security and personal assistants. If convicted of the sex trafficking charges, Combs would face a minimum sentence of 15 years in prison. The racketeering conspiracy charge could see him face a life sentence. For now, Diddy finds himself sharing a jail cell with none other than Sam Bankman-Fried, the disgraced crypto mogul, as he battles these catastrophic charges. Is this the end of Diddy's empire? Time and the courts will tell.